Hey everybody.
Hello.
We are coming to you from Fontana Village from our nice, cozy, warm room. Um, Thank you to our trail angels that provided that for us. You know who you are. We won't call anybody out here, but we the last 2 days have been very, very, very rough. So I'll start out with yesterday. We're uploading a bunch of photos and everything, which y'all should see soon. Um, Yesterday, let's see, we, I guess it would have been day 23. We made
Mm-hmm.
it from Sassafras Gap
Yeah.
to, it was Sassafras Gap shelter to Stacoa
Stick
Gap.
up.
And we stealth camped by the water source there. We heard it was going to be raining starting out yesterday morning at like 5 or 6. So we set our alarms for 4 a.m. and got up at 4, hit the trail at 5 a.m. With our headlamps on. We hiked for about 2.5, almost 3 hours in the dark, in the rain, and the cold, cold wind.
It was nice because you couldn't see the trail. Like you can see the trail with our lamps,
But you
but
didn't
you
see all the
didn't see all the
climb.
climbs, which was kind of nice because you just started climbing.
Yeah, it
Um,
was so cold, but we didn't want to pack up a wet tent and try to carry that up the trail, which we've done that before, but we were just trying to avoid that. So we figured we'll get up early and start hiking, and at least we won't have the extra weight of the wet tent and
yeah.
everything. So we did that. We did almost 9 miles. It was like 8.9, but after our stealth camp and having to walk to that, it was 9 miles in 6 hours yesterday. We made it to Cable Gap Shelter by 11 a.m. and we were froze to the bone. Everything we had on was frozen. My Fayette chill, my which is my it's
Hoodie.
my hoodie, my fleece hoodie, and my hiking shirt, and his jacket got
Mm.
wet. His puffy that he has on now was wet. Our packs leaked. We were told that they were somewhat waterproof. They had the lining on the inside, but they weren't.
Mm-mm.
So his puffy got soaking wet. Like I said, we made it to the shelter at 11 a.m. That's early, but we immediately set our tent up in the rain. It was drizzling still. We had to get warm. So, and we didn't have anything else in us to keep going further than 9 miles. We knew we couldn't make it to Fontana. So we had water source and everything where we were. So we got into what dry clothes we had. Um, and threw all our wet clothes in different Ziploc bags with the hopes that we'd be able to wear them this morning. That wasn't the case.
Well, except for my puffy. My puffy, I put it
And
in my
mine
toe
was wet
box
too.
that I threw. I think it was 3 hand warmers down there with it.
Yeah, we just opened up the rest of the hand warmers that we had to just try to stay warm.
Because we knew that we had a resupply box here waiting
Coming.
for us,
Yeah.
and it had a bunch of hand warmers that we had already
Thank
planned.
God.
Um, so we opened up all of our hand warmers. I think it was a total of
I had
five
4.
five packs.
Yeah.
Um, you know, the 2 pack of hand warmers, and
The big
then
one.
the super hand warmer or whatever
Yeah.
it is, but the bigger one. So
We
this
did.
morning,
Well,
uh,
hang on. Let's go back to yesterday. So yesterday we lay down in our tent, and me and Maverick
hmm,
and even Dangbird in his tent, we all slept till 5 p.m.
yeah,
We slept for 5 hours. We were exhausted, freezing, and just spent for the day.
we normally don't take naps.
No, I never take a nap.
Usually that makes us feel a little worse when we get up, but obviously our bodies told us that we needed it because
Yeah,
they just shut down.
yeah.
Um,
We can, yeah. So we woke up, and then we knew, well, we only have a few hours left of sunlight. It was still raining outside, so we just ate in our tent. We made wraps and ate whatever we could in our food bag to stay to fill us up. We didn't feel like cooking, although I did boil some water to make me some hot tea. Um, But other than that, and then we went back to sleep, and we woke up this morning to everything iced
Iced
over.
over.
I thankfully I remembered last night to undo my shoestrings and try to like loosen them a little bit, but they were so froze I couldn't hardly even loosen them more to get my feet in there because my feet were swollen and froze. But our trekking poles, the
Straps were
straps,
sticking straight out from
they were
being
froze.
frozen.
We had ice all over the tent. There was ice all over the ground. There was snow.
Going back to the shoes, um, I realized real quick, and I was trying to tell Goose that,
Oh, I'm so
hey,
so chopped.
if you can hold out as long as you can before putting your shoes on, because the
Yeah,
warmth of your feet, once you put your shoes on, and they were frozen, but once you put your shoes on, the warmth of your feet are going to thaw that out. Now all of a sudden that is cold, cold, freezing water
yeah,
that's going to be on your feet.
yeah. He
So
put the tent up. He pulled the stakes and folded the tent and the ground cloth all by himself. I hate that, but I couldn't use my fingers.
I
Like
was more concerned with Goose and her well being.
today was a breaking point for us. It
Yeah,
it was really hard. Today was the first time I think that we actually both shed tears on trail.
yeah.
Um, because everything that we had was pretty much soaked through except for what we had on. I just had on I have on my merino light layer and my midweight merino. He
And that's all I have on besides my puffy.
yeah.
And honestly, in a frantic yesterday evening, just trying to get warm, I didn't know it until Goose said something today on trail. She looked at me and she said, "You know, you put your merino wool shirt on backwards."
It was so cold.
I didn't.
Yeah, I
I
didn't even
didn't
think
care.
about it. Yeah.
Um,
But one thing that we didn't think about was our packs were soaking wet yesterday, straps, the back of it. So all that was frozen this morning. So we had to put that over our puffies. But we warmed up because it was a good trek up. It was about a mile and 700 feet that we had to go
yeah,
do.
it was Kelly's knob all over again.
Yeah. But we did warm up, but and the sun came out, thank goodness, because that helped us a lot. As soon as we got in a sun ray, it was like instant warmth. But then when you got around to the other side of the
Yeah,
mountain where there wasn't sun and the wind was blowing, it was like we had to bundle back up
ice
because
ice cold all over again.
yeah. But we made it through. It was a rough day this morning. It was very rough because when you have nowhere to get warm and our hand warmers were about gone
Hmm.
and you're just putting cold on top of cold and free, it was rough. But we made it through, and I just got through drinking a very very good hot cup of coffee. um and the
And
people here are so nice.
and you know, we always try and look at the positive, not always the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, the packing up, and getting warm again. Um, it kind of puts a damper on the trail, and you don't tend to see all the positives. Um, we had fun, even though we were freezing. We had fun hiking today. We saw the flowers. We
Yeah.
took pictures.
Icicles.
Icicles.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
but when
um
we got to Fontana, um, the nicest couple, they're out there doing trail magic. Hot
yeah,
dogs, hamburgers,
with their
chili dogs,
sons.
quesadillas. Their sons were out there.
Oh, and Taco Queen
Yeah,
makes the best. That's the female. They all have
trail
child
names.
names. I didn't get the oldest
Oldest one,
son's,
yeah.
but the youngest son's name is Caleb. Um, Same as my son, and his name is No Nonsense on trail. Um, but he kept coming over. I tweaked my knee yesterday going up Jacob's ladder, or coming down. I'm not sure which one it is, but
Probably
it's
going down.
it's the inner knee. So I'm fine once I get going, but once I either have to start trudging up the mountain or going down steep inclines, that's when I can't put any pressure on it. Um, it's on the inside. It's that ligament, I think, and I don't know if I tore it yesterday when it was cold and just hadn't warmed up yet. And then, of course, Mike's left knee. So we're thinking we may take an extra day here just to try to regroup and just get our knee
But
before we hit the Smokies.
Taco King and Taco Queen's son Caleb, no nonsense.
Yeah.
He kept coming back, and
He gave us ibuprofen.
got a knee wrap.
Yeah, he gave me an ace bandage to wrap it.
Asked if we wanted more food.
Yeah, they kept bringing us more food.
He kind of laid.
Was so good.
He kind of laid out.
He was so sweet.
In the parking lot next to us and chit chatting with us.
Yeah.
Great kid.
And then little doggy named Buddy. We don't want to forget him.
Yeah, he had a shirt on that. It said, "I still live with my parents."
Yeah,
which was cute.
Yeah,
but
but
outstanding,
really
5-star.
Yeah.
Effort, and they just love being on the trail. They do a lot of section hiking.
I was going to show y'all if I have it. I think I have it in my pocket. I do have it in my pocket. So Taco Queen makes these little things, and it says on the front, ask, seek, knock.
And that is from Luke.
I don't know if y'all can see that.
11, 9 through 10.
Yeah. But we can hang these on our packs, and they weigh, it's very light. Like,
it's just a little wooden chip.
Which is really nice because, and I hope I'm going to tear up when I say this, but teal is for suicide awareness. It's just a reminder never to give up and never to give in. There's always going to be a brighter day. So, yeah. I knew I was going to do.
We spoke a little bit with Taco King, and he gave us his story, and it related to us. It hit home. So, it again, positives. Just when you think you're having a bad day,
you get people like
this. You get people like that come into your life, and it's beautiful.
Like they don't have to be out here doing this. They came from another state to take care of hikers, and it's hard work out there. And if you're a hiker and you've done the trail, you know those bad days. Like, quitting was never in my mind. It was just like, oh my God, this day really sucks. Like, I'm frozen to the bone and I can't get warm, but I know the only way to get warm is to start trudging up that mountain. And that's the positive side. It hurts, it burns, but you get heated up, and that's
and I do believe in my heart that we were meant for each other. There's no doubt about it. We're very fortunate that we're out here doing this together. Again, one team, one fight. She's my rock, I'm hers. We lean on each other for support. And we get through it. There may be some ugly words, not towards each other, but at the situation. But that's when the other one says, I'm going to kick you in the butt, and we're going to do this regardless, and then spins it. So
we know we know we've had so many great days on trail already. We know days like this are going to come, and it's going to suck, but you just have to dig deep. And I know I prayed going up the trail, and I'm sure he did too. God, just give us strength.
We can do all things.
Yeah. So, going into the Smokies, we know Monday, I think the low is 19, or did I get that right?
I think it's 17.
It's going to be cold. I know Fontana, it's going to be like 17 or 19. So we're going to take an extra day. We're going to
Play it smart.
Yeah, and we know that they did shut down Newfound Gap, so that was going to kind of be our ride off, but it should be back open now. We're hoping to get back on trail on Tuesday, or our plan is to get back on trail Tuesday, and then get picked up probably Saturday instead of Friday now, because we're gonna wait and go. We were gonna go out on Monday morning and just take a 0 here, but I think we're gonna take 2 zeros here, because today is a Nero here, because we did 6.7 today. So we're gonna get cleaned up, and we're gonna go eat some dinner.
Yep.
And I think we're just going to worry about washing clothes tomorrow.
Absolutely. No chores today. We already did them going up the mountains. So
yeah. So one thing good this morning, I was able to put my hiking pants back. So I had my merino wool that I like to sleep in sometimes, and I have my my tights, my yoga pants or whatever you want to call them, that are normally my town clothes. I had those on over my merino wool, and then I put my hiking pants on because luckily only about maybe my shins down and maybe around the belt they got wet yesterday, but they were fine to put on over my stuff I had this morning. So so I can shed, I was able to have that extra warmth this morning, whereas I guess you didn't have the extra. Did you have your merino?
I have my merino wool pants on. I had my hiking pants. They were still soaked around the waist and around the pockets, and then my legs, about my shins down as well. But I was able to put my rain pants, which obviously it wasn't raining, but they are a great insulator. So my legs were great. They were warm. Just my feet and my upper body, not so much, but pulled through like we always do. So yeah, now it's just time to wash up, clean up.
You would think after 3 or 4 days you wouldn't smell so bad.
Oh
but,
no!
But you do.
No, I
You
don't want to even smell
really
myself.
do.
But all in all, it was a great day.
And we did get we have some sunburn too going on that we're trying to, and the wind burned too.
Oh, bad.
Chapstick is golden out here. Like, I think I have 2 in my fanny pack, and you've got 2.
I've got 3.
Yeah, it's definitely needed out here. But I guess that's about it. We'll probably do another video tomorrow. We'll kind of do some video around here,
especially walking through, because this is a great little environment. Nice little village that it's quaint.
There's only technically
seven
7 people that live here in this area, but I mean, obviously they have people coming, driving
from out of different counties
to work
here. But 7, I think it's 7 registered total people that
Yeah.
live here.
You want to see some ugly hiker hair? I wasn't going to do this, but this is what it looks like. It stays in a ponytail and it doesn't get.
Yeah. Hiker
So
hair.
can't wait to get this mess cleaned.
Believe it or not, I need a haircut. Goose reminded me of that. She started feeling my hair and she was like, "Oh, babe, you need a haircut."
Well, it's the back.
Oh.
He doesn't normally have hair like that. Normally I have it cut by now. But I don't know. I may take the razor and shave.
There you go.
I'm not. I don't care. But that's
our update.
Yeah, in a nutshell. I didn't hardly do any video in yesterday because it was such a miserable day and it was raining and I had gloves on.
And for safety reasons, you know, you need both trekking poles going down. And there was a lot of rock scrambles.
So much mud and yes, rock scrambles. So if you've ever been to Cheehaw or I don't know, any of the Georgia scrambles, like it was rock scramble after rock scramble, but it was so cool because all the rocks are kind of intertwined and they just fit perfectly and you kind of see a footpath going over them. But it was just like all of a sudden it was just a big boulder field and then
the mud.
Yeah.
So there was one point yesterday and we laughed about it.
We were sliding. I would step and then I would just wait for the slide and I'd just start sliding.
She slid at one point. She slid for probably, I'm going to say about 3 foot. And luckily there was a tree there.
Yeah, that
stopped her.
I just basically ran right into
But, you know, we're being safe, obviously.
Yeah.
But some things you just can't see happening. But
But there was a lot of mud. And when you're going down the mountain like this and it's nothing but mud and wet.
You put your trekking poles out in front of you, but you're doing the almost like you're stabbing about, I'd say, 3 foot in front of you.
Yeah. And that may have been what hurt my knee yesterday, is when one of the times I slid, I was trying to catch myself. And
I'm going to take care of my girl. We got some stuff, and I'm going to try and roll out her upper thigh to her knee and on the back side and then down below the knee and see if that helps. We got Advil, and then we got a wrap. So
yep. It's been 20 minutes, so we're gonna cut this short, but we'll give y'all some updates and some videos maybe tomorrow and tomorrow's Sunday and Monday.
So but, we're gonna call it, and we're gonna enjoy some food and wash up. So
yep.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Deuces.